Hi everyone, this is our live class makeup for learning about our writing summative for our paragraph 3. So our goal for today is I can write a paragraph about my goals for the future. Today we're going to start with a greeting. We'll review the summative writing project and what paragraph 3 is requiring and what it looks like. You guys will have some time to write. You'll go ahead and do some peer editing in breakout rooms, and then you will submit your paragraph 3 for today. So my greeting question for today is, what is one thing you want to do in your life? What is one thing you want to do in your life? For me, one thing that I want to do in my life is I really want to travel and visit all 50 states in the United States. And I also want to get my master's degree. So that's two things that I want to do in my life. What's something you want to do? Maybe it's something you want to do in 2021. Maybe it's something you want to do in high school or after high school, or when you're an adult. Um, it doesn't matter. Please send me an email if you're watching this video with what you would like to do in your future. Okay, so let's kind of review what we're doing with this writing summative project. So remember, you're writing an essay. An essay is when you have multiple paragraphs put together. And in this one, you're writing 3 paragraphs. And your job is to use everything that we've learned this quarter and put that into your writing. I want this to be the best writing you can possibly be. I want you writing in complete sentences. I want you using paragraph form, using our vocab, all the things we've been learning about needs to be in your writing. So earlier this week we worked on paragraph 1, where you wrote about your identity. Yesterday we worked on paragraph 2, where you write about a story from your life. And today we are working on paragraph 3, where you're going to be writing about your goals for the future. So one of the things you're going to be graded on in this project is following the writing rules. So this means a couple of different things. So that means capital letters at the beginning of every sentence, capitalizing the word I. Also means following paragraph form by starting with a topic sentence, having detailed sentences in the middle of your paragraph, and then ending your paragraph with a conclusion sentence. It also means ending your sentences with periods. You might use an exclamation point once or twice, but most of the time you're going to be using periods. It also means you need to have complete sentences. That means your sentences need to make sense. Read them out loud, check if they make sense. And then you need to be starting each paragraph with an indent, and I want each of your paragraphs to have at least 5 to 7 sentences. So now for another thing we're going to be graded on is your paragraph 3. So paragraph 3 is all about your goals for the future and what you want to do in your future. Like I said, the future could be maybe the finishing 7th grade, or maybe a goal for 8th grade. It could be sometime in 2021, or it could be like maybe in high school, college. Maybe you don't want to go to college. It can be when you're an adult. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be the future. So you need to, in your paragraph, you need to write about what you want to do for your future. Tell me some of your goals and tell me what you want to do. Okay? So let's look at an example that I wrote about for my paragraph 3. So here's what it says. My goal for the future is to continue to grow. I want to grow to be a better person, teacher, and family member. In the future, I want to get a master's degree. Travel is important to me, so I want to travel more. I want to visit all 50 states and many other countries. I want to make the world a better place by educating students, helping my community. I cannot wait to see what the future holds. So that's my paragraph. Notice how things I said in today's greeting, they match what I put in my paragraph, right? In my greeting, I told you I want to get a master's degree and I want to travel to all 50 states. And I wrote about that, okay? Because those are my goals for the future. Those are things I want to do in my life. So now let's check. Did we follow the rules for writing? Let's take a look. So the first question is each letter of first letter of each sentence capitalized. Let's take a look. So first one's so good. My is capitalized. I, the in is capitalized. travels, capitalized, eyes capitalized, eyes capitalized, and eyes capitalized. So that's good. That's all done. What's the next question? Does each paragraph begin with a topic sentence? So let's take a look. Remember, topic sentences tell us what we're right, kind of introduce what the paragraph is talking about, right? It's like the title of a book, it's like the title of your paragraph. It kind of tells you what you're talking about. And it's the first sentence of your paragraph. So mine says, the goal for the future, my future is to continue to grow. Yeah, so that's like a topic sentence, right? And then I tell you how I want to grow. I want to grow to be a better person, teacher, family member. I want to go to college or go back and get my master's degree. I want to travel. I want to make the world a better place, right? Those are all ways I want to grow. So that's a good topic sentence. Now, do we have the detail sentences? Does each paragraph have detail sentences in the middle? Let's take a look at that. Let's do a new pen color. Let's do red. So all of these sentences in the middle tell you how I want to grow, right? I want to grow to be a better family member, teacher, person. I want to get a master's degree. I want to travel, right? These are all ways that I want to grow, right? I want to visit different states, right? And I want to make the world a better place by helping my students and my community. So these are all ways I want to grow. So there we go. That's a good topic sentence. Now we have our conclusion sentence. Let's take a look at that. It says, I cannot wait to see what the future holds. So this is a good way to end my paragraph. The conclusion sentence wraps up your paragraph. This kind of wraps it up and just kind of ends it on a good note. So let's look what our next question is. So does each sentence end with a period? Let's take a look. I haven't done light blue yet. Let's take a look for our periods. So a period, they should be right before every of the circled capitalized letters, right? So we have period, space, capital letter. Period, space, capital letter. Period, space, capital letter. And period, space, capital letter. And then this sentence, you can't really see, ends in an exclamation mark. And that's okay to have some exclamation marks, especially the last sentence of your paragraph, the last sentence of your essay. So that's perfectly fine. Next question is, are the sentences complete? So the way to test if your sentences are complete, you need to say each sentence one at a time to make sure they make sense. So my goal for the future is to continue to grow. Does that make sense? Yep. And that's what you need to do with all your sentences. Test them to make sense. Make sure they make sense. We're not going to take the time to do it with all these sentences right now, but I can tell you they are. Ooh, so now we need to see if it's indented. So we have an indent. Let's use purple or pinky. Yeah. So here we do have an indent because we have the space right here. Remember, indent is a space at the beginning of the paragraph. So we have that. And now the last question says, are there 5 to 7 sentences? So what I like to do is I like to count. I just count the exclamation marks or the periods, I mean, so to see how many sentences we have. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 5 is the minimum. Getting closer to 7 or maybe 8 or 9 is good. You don't want to get over 10 though. It's just kind of too long. Oops. So now let's go look at the next question. So we did all the paragraph writing rules. Now let's look at paragraph 2. And I'm going to erase this just so it's easier to see. So paragraph 3. Do I write about what I want in your future? Yeah. I told you all the things I want to do. I told you some of my goals, like getting my master's degree, visiting all the different states. helping my community, helping students, right? So I did it. I told you about my goals and what I want to do. So this paragraph is good. If I would have said no to any of these questions, that would mean I'd have to go back and fix that and change it so I can say yes to the question so I can get full points. If you say no to any of the questions, that means you're going to probably lose points. Okay, so now it's time to write. I want you to write your third paragraph of your writing summative. You're going to go to Schoology, move the worksheet into Notability, and work for 10 minutes. If you were in class, we would do this together. We would do this work time together, and then we move into breakout rooms where you would edit it with your peers. Since you aren't able to edit it with your peers from not being in class, you'll have to edit it on your own. So this is what your worksheet for today looks like. So you're working on the third paragraph. The third paragraph is about your goals for the future. So here I have all those questions we just went through that we just checked on my paragraph. We have the writing rules, we have paragraph 3. And so what you're going to do is you're going to write your paragraph in this box. When you're done writing, instead of peer editing, you're going to edit it by yourself. And to do that, you're going to check these questions. Go through each question and make sure you say yes to all these questions. If you say no, you got to go fix it. Just like what we did with my paragraph. If you're stuck while you're writing, down here at the bottom, I have some ways that can help. So if I were you, I would follow step 1, start with an indent. So I would indent. And then my goal for the future, I would, you need your topic sentence, and I have an idea for you right here. You can say my goal for the future is blank, fill it in, right? Make it kind of generic, like ways to grow, or I want to grow, I want to help people, right? Something that's generic. So then your detail sentences, you can say how you want to grow, or why you want to grow, or what you're going to do, right? And tell me some of your goals and share what you want to do. So you're going to fill it in the middle with all these different sentences, right? I'm going to have quite a few. And then you're going to end with the conclusion sentence. I can't wait to blank. Okay. Oops. Little typo right here. Okay. And then once you're done writing, check your work, check the questions. That's what you got to do today. And then I hope to see you next week. Next week we'll have a live class where we will put all of this together into our essay form. So good luck. Let me know if you have any questions or need any help.